Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the I Am Sorry podcast. We have our regular panel here now. Now it's the regular panel. So we'll start with a quick introduction. We have Kush Shah. The last time we had Kush on a cricket podcast, I think it was before the IPL final, and he had rightly predicted GT winning it. So since then, now we'll see what his predictions are for this World Cup, if the World Cup continues and if rains don't, interrupt the World Cup. So,
Right,
and
coming
welcome,
coming
Kush Shah.
Yes, let's go. It's coming home, bro.
It's
That
coming
is the
on.
prediction.
Yeah, and the last podcast that Kush was on, he was on a emotional disarray.
Yeah.
So shout out to that segment of his. That segment has a spike, on the graph, on the video graph. A big
Man.
spike. It's a tutorial video for people not knowing it. And next up, we have Neeraj Pal on the show, a lifelong Rohit Sharma fan, and now he's an avid KL Rahul fan. So, very sarcastically speaking, actually, people might actually consider, because there are fans of these players. Rohit Sharma ka to banta hai, KL ka bata nahi. Welcome,
Yeah.
Neeraj. Welcome.
Thank you.
Looking forward to your
Thank you.
thoughts. And last but not the least, making his debut on a cricket podcast, Sahil Patel. Welcome to the show. Give us some background
Thanks,
of your
thanks.
cricketing interest.
Background, I think it's same like any Indian who like any Indian who's born in India, right? You start living cricket, you start breathing cricket right from the age of 3 or 4, right? So yeah, I mean your home environment makes you fall in love with cricket, and it's just been like 20 years that I've been watching cricket, following cricket and all, and not every series and every matches, but yeah, definitely all the World Cups and
Major
IPLs and everything. So yeah, major tournaments.
Mumbai Indian
But,
fan, I'm
this
guessing,
time-
right?
Yes, sir. Mumbai Indians all the way.
Let's
Right.
go.
So
Let's
yes.
go.
Mumbai Indians, yes, but yeah, following this T20 World Cup very closely because of all the different reasons, but more importantly, India, I think this time will get it home. So
Different
yes,
reasons. He's
let's.
talking as if he's a
Work.
bookie or something.
Work team.
No, not as a bookie, but due to professional commitments. So
Oh, right
all that,
now.
yeah.
Oh,
Right, so,
yeah. Yeah.
professional commitments. So I have
Sahil
to.
works in a leading streaming platform where World Cup has been shown in India.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was like
Leading-
Babar Azam, huh? I will not blame you.
leading OTT platform in India, the number one OTT platform in India.
And he says
So,
number 2.
Yes.
Showing number 2 saying number 1.
Like, number one. But yeah. So,
Right.
but yes, excited for the World Cup.
Welcome, Sahil. And he was he and his teammates were laughing their way to the bank after India Pakistan reached 1.8 crore live watching.
Yes, sir. That was quite unexpected, but yes, quite amazing as well.
Right. So we'll kickstart with India's journey so far, maybe. So I'll first maybe put in the ball rolling, and then we can take it from there. I think honestly, for the first time in probably since 2011, India weren't necessarily favorites going into a World Cup. Maybe 2015 as well. 2015 we didn't expect much from our team, but since a long time we weren't favorites. I didn't see us as favorites going into the tournament, and neither did the majority fan base, I'm guessing. And we've started well. I mean, it was the last ball victory against Pakistan, and we beat Netherlands. But we can only beat what's there in front of us. But we are looking solid, is what I'm saying, as
Yeah.
compared to the other teams. I mean, maybe they'll peak at the right time, and maybe we couldn't get to see better matches because of rain spoiling sport. But so far so good. Pakistan game, Netherlands game. We can start right from the top. The opening pair. What are your thoughts on the opening pair? Anyone is open to? Okay, let's. We will try and keep it as respectful as possible by not slaying probably a player. But if we can't help it, we can't help it. Natural feelings have to get in. So
Right.
anyone who
Right,
wants to
This,
start.
right.
this should start with Neeraj. There
Yeah.
is no.
Neeraj had
it
some
has to-
stat regarding Mr.
It has
KL
to-
Yeah.
Rahul.
So yeah, so basically what we see, these are the peak years of KL Rahul, right? I mean, peak years of KL Rahul, peak years of Babar Azam or Rizwan, right? So if you compare them, like, so I was stat since 2021. The stats of these, KL Rahul has scored at a strike rate of 128, an average of around 29. Babar Azam,
120.
same, like 129 strike rate, 36 average. Rizwan, same, 130 strike rate, uh, average of 63. So around like
60?
130's का strike rate है.
Average of
हाँ, average
60.
is 60. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's been
Damn.
stat padding knocks only. But then and you see like KL Rahul has scored all these matches against the dead rubbers and all those things, right? In 2021, you've seen. And then and what the amazing stat over here is what we think about ordinary Kohli. Now he comes over here. He has scored at an average of 61.86 and a strike rate of 139 almost. And this is ordinary Kohli. See, so
Struggling.
what?
This is
See, yeah,
this
and
is
one
this is during his lows.
lows.
Yeah,
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 during his
in
ordinary
lows,
India.
exactly.
Not even ordinary. This is lows.
lows.
Ordinary Kohli is something else only.
Yeah, so like an ordinary Kohli is greater than the peaks of the current generation. Like, I mean, what? So it's high time like we do not mention Kohli with all these players. Like he's just a cut above all these players.
I mean,
I,
that's the conversation, right? I mean, people sometimes try to be practical, which is not wrong, but the goats need to be left alone. Be it
Correct,
cricket, be
correct.
it
That's true.
football, be it the
Be it
Kohlis,
football.
be it the
Yeah.
Cristianos. I mean, he's speaking at the right time now. But yeah, Kush,
Yeah.
your thoughts on our opening pair. We'll come back to the topic.
opening
So
pair,
far.
see, to be honest, I have never expected much from KL Rahul except the IPL because I guess it's only during the IPL which he plays. And I have been a fan of his play, his technique and everything, but I don't know, never. I have been a major Rohit Sharma fan since many years, and I have fought with people and a lot of argued and mentioned that he will, because that potential was seen in him and everything. But with KL Rahul, I have never felt that thing. That never in a very crucial match when we need him, maybe when Rohit
Yeah.
Sharma is not playing.
Yeah.
He had such a good chance when Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, and
They
our
were out
middle
of
order
form.
was failing. Was failing, and he had that chance to create a name for himself, where he could just stay at the crease, not necessarily create big scores, but stay at the crease, play normal cricket, and
But he's also
stabilize.
criticized for just staying at the crease.
That is during T20. That is during T20. Right now, I'm talking as
Oh.
KL Rahul as a whole. So as a whole, this thing like he could have created a name for himself when these two players were not, necessarily at their best. Having said that, coming to T20, of course, you require, to require to be, fire has to be there from the word go. You don't have the time to settle in. And here, Mr. KL Rahul will score 30 runs in 40 balls, and the match is over. And then that is how the average game comes into play, and you see that the average is 30 with the greats like Babar Azam, Mohammad Rizwan is coming up.
But KL Rahul's T20 international record, okay? He has an average of 39. He scored 2K runs and he's played 64 matches. So it's not a small sample. And he has a strike rate of 139 for India.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, those were the initial years. Yeah.
Oh,
but this is his
he has
career
been-
average.
Their career,
He
yeah.
has been,
yeah,
he has
but
been,
agree with that.
I feel he has been good in patches only. He's never had that consistent run of this thing where he has, and wherever that consistency has come, as Neeraj said, it has been with the minnows, where it is not necessary, or maybe it's overlooked because you are performing with Netherlands or
Minnows-
Ireland or
Minnows or irrelevant matches, I guess. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yes, he
Dead
has
rubber, yeah.
scored. I mean, 200, I think, against England one, and he scored well against Aussies, but it's like bilateral series where nothing is on the line.
Also maybe in India, his performance compared this stat, it could be interesting if you could find out home versus away.
Zimbabwe.
So we could also get a clear picture where if he's
Yeah.
performing well at home, so it could be a factor that he might be good at home, which could be a uh, point to be noted where he is good at home, which is okay, fair enough to give that if he is good at home and not good at overseas, which is
Yeah.
okay.
Just that, no, I mean, yeah. And Rohit Sharma,
I mean,
yeah, Neeraj, please.
yeah, just coming to that point, Kush. I mean, technically, I don't think he has any flaw. I mean, it's the issue with the mentality game. I don't think कोई start में issue रहेगा home away and all those things. He's technically as right up there as Rohit and Virat. But yeah, mentally, you play anywhere, you'll have issues.
Also, Indian T20 squad में opening stand हमेशा unstable ही रहा है. Like opening pair
Exactly.
हमेशा unstable ही रहा है.
Yes.
He's always had to compete. Only Rohit Sharma has been the constant, and number 3 Virat
Constant.
Kohli has been the constant. But the other
Correct.
person always had to play for themselves first and then for the team. That's
Yes.
why I don't remember any other pairing. Maybe Ishan Kishan को थोड़ा सा try किया था. That's
No.
Dhawan was ousted very soon. But yeah, he was given his time, but he had his injuries as well, so he couldn't necessarily.
Maybe injuries did not do him well because I guess Dhawan Rohit Sharma pair would have in today's squad Dhawan Rohit Sharma's pair would have been lethal.
Yeah.
And
It's
knowing
the age
knowing
factor
Shikhar
though, because both of them would
Age
have
is on the wrong side.
transitioned
Yeah, exactly.
similarly, and that would have been difficult
Yes.
for us. Sahil,
Yes,
your
that
thoughts on the opening pair?
Yeah, so I think Neeraj and Kush have summarized it in a very emotional and a very proper way that obviously didn't enjoy KL Rahul at all. Like never enjoyed KL Rahul. I don't know why. Like IPL maybe like ऐसा बहुत ही spurts में I have enjoyed
Sorry.
it. Not like oh yes he's consistent and oh yes he's one of my favorite players. But I think looking at the current squad. I just feel that okay, like somehow he fits in because maybe there is not a much better replacement currently that we have, or maybe we are still in the process of finding that replacement and getting that
Exactly.
person in groove who matches with the Kohlis and the Rohits of the opening batsmen. Like that energy. I just feel that maybe we don't have that, so hence we are going ahead with Rahul. But agreed with you all completely that I think there is that gap that that needs to be filled, and Pakistan just tarike se, we played with Pakistan exploited it very very properly. Like they knew exactly where to bowl to KL, where to bowl to Rohit. We'll come to Rohit, but that thing is just visible. So every team is now just gonna go and exploit it, and that is one thing that I really feel that is something that needs to be worked on, or it's gonna be very difficult for India in the upcoming matches. So yeah, coming to Rohit, I feel so Rohit is like one of my favorites. Yeah, like again Mumbai Indians fan, and I've seen him grow as a player. 2007 World Cup से लेके 2022 World Cup, like the Rohit that we've seen. I think that day me and Kush were having that discussion that Rohit was just one match away from getting sacked, and in that match
Every
he scored
time.
a century. Like
Every time.
that. So I think Rohit is that one graph performance which has just been growing. Currently it's just hit a slump where he's not growing to
Plateau.
that rate, but yeah,
That is
a plateau.
classic Rohit Sharma.
Yeah,
Classic Rohit Sharma.
exactly. But I think the aura of Rohit Sharma, like the captaincy, if you include and everything, I
The
think
brain.
he's doing really well. Like as Saurabh, as you said, right? India were never the favorites before going into major ICC tournaments. Currently, they are, because I think the way Rohit has not carried the team, but the way he has developed or transformed the team to create that winning mentality in them. So one thing जो हमेशा से मेरे को लगता था Indian team में after Rohit took up captaincy is that very raw team है. तो तुम उनको ऐसा पिच पे भी देखोगे ना, तो everyone is like Rohit खुद ऐसा ये नहीं है कि he's very disciplined or he's like he's like अबे यार चल यार, मतलब जो भी है 4 गाली दे देगा वो
Why do you दे रहा है?
wide
Wide
क्यों दे
नहीं
रहा है यार ये wide दे रहा है यार so you know all that so it's very raw and I think वो dressing room का environment भी वैसा ही
Yeah,
है
absolutely.
currently it's working for India which is okay but the point it doesn't work now people will start questioning it
Yeah,
because
100%.
you've come from the captaincy of MS Dhoni the legend
Hmm.
like you know the legend of the game who had like a very unique and a different style of leadership to coming to Rohit Sharma's captaincy which is still working till now I'm not saying that it's not but the moment it doesn't the first thing that will come out is all of these nitty gritties that you know अरे रोहित का तो चलता है attitude है या फिर क्या है कैसा है and all that so I think coming to Rohit I feel that one thing I think is an issue but apart from that, considering opening pair as a duo, I KL Rahul is the gap that needs to be filled. That's it. Like if you
Right.
summarize this, I think that just is there. So yeah.
Also,
do you
do you know the vice captain of the Indian squad?
KL Rahul.
KL
Patel
Rahul.
Rao?
So there is a huge macro factor here as well. You can't just drop him, and he's one of
Yeah.
the leadership groups. So he almost has that unsackable position. I feel in the team management, wherein
What
they
is
would.
KL Rahul's age? 27.
No, he's
A
30.
30-year youngster.
We
I
need
mean,
to move on from these 30, 31-year-olds who we think are, having those leadership qualities, because we have a good young generation which is waiting there,
Shaw.
just to perform.
I mean,
Yeah.
Prithvi Shaw,
Yeah,
Shubman
yeah.
for
Gill.
sure. Yeah.
And I feel for Deepak Hooda, man. A player who
Hmm.
has performed consistently is missing out. I agree that our squad looks much stable right now,
Yeah.
but with Deepak Hooda in there, and I could easily drop Akshar Patel if he's not performing. If he's not right now, Akshar Patel is performing and also bringing in stability with the left hand batting skills he has, and also with the bat he's doing well. I have not seen him, fail as a batsman. Whenever we need those quick 10, 15 runs, he has come in and scored those runs. So, but Deepak Hooda, I feel that is a very unlucky player. Missed
Yeah.
out on playing 11s right now. Also, I don't know. Maybe I might be wrong over here, but giving Pant an opening start with Rohit Sharma, are you guys up for it? Is
Yeah,
this something
Yeah.
which we
Yeah,
could
yeah,
venture this World Cup? Because a match which is not having any value. Maybe if we finish off with South Africa, the other two matches we could at least try punts because again that left hand right hand combination would work wonders.
Exactly.
No, that's the
And
thing,
one more
right?
important thing.
They wouldn't
Yeah, I
play
mean,
Pant in an irrelevant match. They would rather play KL and have his form. तुम पंत को
Yeah.
irrelevant मैच में खिला के फिर अगले relevant मैच में यू तुम
So
केएल
the
को
point
नहीं
is
खिला
no.
सकते.
The point is that I am sure that KL Rahul will play well in an irrelevant match. So
That's the
there
point, no?
that
They won't play Pant just for the sake of playing him in an irrelevant match. If they are playing him,
No.
they'll play him with an intention of making it a permanent thing.
making him. So that is
Correct.
what. So no. Now the point being that you drop KL Rahul, get Pant in an irrelevant match where he gathers momentum and continue with it. Because I still feel Pant's home ground is Australia, man. जितना भी वो Indian है, उसका ऑस्ट्रेलिया उसका टर्फ है.
True,
And
true.
वो starting में आके he should have that this thing that उसको
Fearless,
starting में आके
yeah.
बोलो कि तू मार भाई, तू मार, license है तू मार, तू कुछ भी मार, उल्टा मार, सीधा मार, like how Maxwell plays. I
And he
don't
can't
know
do
if
any
someone,
worse.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
correct.
Have you seen Maxwell play this World Cup?
Yeah,
Anyone?
first.
Yeah.
So he
Second
just come
match.
and hit reverse sweeps, and he'll get out hitting reverse sweeps.
They
And
bat
I-
till number
he-
10, Baba. They can't do that. अपना batting
can't
number
do
7
that,
में खत्म हो
exactly.
जाता है.
True,
That
I
is the
agree,
other
but
thing.
वो license important है player को
हाँ.
बोलना कि भाई you will not be judged even if you get out on the first ball hitting your thing which you do the best. So with Pant I think उसको एक मौका दे देना चाहिए कि तू भाई मार, देखेंगे हम हाँ पीछे. And having said that, there was one point someone made where they told that players had to play for themselves rather
Yeah.
than the team.
Yeah.
सूर्य कुमार यादव, ओ माय गॉड, वो बंदे ने खुद के लिए खेला ही नहीं है. इंडियन टीम ने उसको सब पोजीशन खिलाया भाई. 1 डाउन, 2 डाउन, 3 डाउन, आई गेस 4 डाउन भी खेला एक टाइम. not in T20 but normally. Bhai, what a player! I guess
Yeah.
this player has gotten that confidence back in this team कि if Virat Kohli doesn't perform, initially
Yeah.
it was Virat Kohli कि one down है, चल विराट कोहली आ जाएगा, एक विकेट तो गिरना ही है, शिखर रोहित में से कोई चला जाएगा, राहुल रोहित में से कोई चला जाएगा. Oh my God! Now 2 wickets down, I am still hopeful कि we'll go there and win the match. Sky is
Yeah.
coming in and getting that stability. Those shots which he hits, oh, orgasmic man! What shots he hits!
Before we go to
Amazing
Sky,
player.
I think Neeraj had something regarding KL.
Yeah.
Rohit. Yeah.
No, Pant. Coming to
Pant,
Pant
हाँ.
only, like, so the important thing is like, like we have stability of Virat and also give him the license. Like, just go and up the run rate, and yeah, we just need that. Utilize the power play. 6 over bhi tika. If at all he plays 20 balls,
40 odd
40
runs.
run bana diya, done.
बस है
Your
भाई,
work is
काम हो
done.
गया. Work is done.
And one important thing which he brings is last night in Netherlands, DK missed 2 stumpings.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to jump.
that gave me big heart attacks, like in the big match. And,
I
and
know,
those were
I
like
know, I know.
easy stumpings, like routine stumpings. And then, yeah, Pant will bring that as well. So
That
if you
is
see
it.
value addition, Pant will give more than KLR. So,
Yes.
yeah, to that point.
Yes.
And also, I mean,
Correct.
it's kind of mostly a like-to-like replacement wherein you're not sacrificing your bowling combinations. You're bringing a batsman for a batsman.
Yeah.
Correct.
DK
Yes.
will become
correct.
your batsman.
Exactly.
This guy will become your keeper. So it is always
Correct.
on the cards. Good thing. I think I talked this up with someone. Good thing is KL Rahul has Pant breathing down his neck. I would
Yeah.
want KL to get that time. Players shouldn't play for themselves. They shouldn't have the fear of getting dropped, especially in a World Cup. They should have that.
Correct.
ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए भाई नहीं किया तो तुमको बिठा दिया. I think Rahul Dravid, Rohit Sharma have shown enough evidence that they will back players who have a good foundation. So he will be backed. He should not be playing for himself because we've seen. I don't know whether that's Kale's style or I've seen innings wherein it seems very unhelpful to the team. So I don't want that from KL, especially in a World Cup. He should be fearless. In Australia, he has that skills to be his strokeful. I mean, when I want to see that opening pair of Rohit KL, peak Rohit KL, that 90,
Yeah.
100. I mean, that'll be a joy to watch. Rohit,
Exactly.
just one point on Rohit, I wanted to say he doesn't look like himself. He hasn't looked like himself for the past. He's getting the runs. Yesterday also, he was very lucky. Very lucky. He was dropped ones.
Yes.
All of those, and he's not looking at his fluent best. I don't know.
That.
Maybe 50 runs on the scorecard will help his confidence, but a Rohit Sharma when he's in form, it's effort.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can smell it. So even if he scored a 50 of 35 balls, I know it wasn't his best thing. So I hope that's good that we're winning without that as well. So, I mean, so far so good. We haven't been tested. South Africa could be a good test. Never know, any of
Yes,
the minnows
yes.
can also come in and after what happened yesterday.
You can never take away Bangladesh. They will come in and perform that.
But everyone takes away Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Correct.
So opening pair, yeah, we've discussed, and then we can come to the middle order. Middle order, we have Virat Kohli, Sky, Pandya. Lower middle order Pandya, but take care. Virat Kohli, Sky. These two, man, I mean, they look at their peak right now. And Sky has performed his best with Virat Kohli opposite him. This is not
Yes.
only World Cup
Yes.
in general.
Yes. Yes.
Just Sky's international record, okay? 34 matches. Again, big sample, not a small one. He has an average of 43 and a strike rate of 180
Oh,
in T20.
Yeah.
Crazy.
This includes one World
Crazy,
Cup,
Max.
one Asia Cup. That's it. But yeah, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, one more thing to
31.
add. Yeah, Sky's slowest 50 is how much balls? You can guess. Like, just have a guess.
28.
Slowest 32 balls.
33, yeah, 33, 34 balls.
Acha,
Yeah,
30.
slowest 50. I mean, if he plays like around 30 balls, India will definitely win. Like,
Yeah.
just
Wow.
going by the record. Yeah.
Yeah.
And last
Speaking
innings
about
was really
Sky-
helpful. He helped us get to that respectable total because
Correct.
everyone else was
Yeah,
struggling.
obviously.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
these
yeah,
people were
yeah.
struggling. Like, not say struggling, but okay, they were not, hitting at their fluent best. And this guy, you know that a player is in peak of his form when he
Yeah,
comes and
that's
middles the
good.
first ball and that sound of that timber. Oh. Those
And
shots he hits, that
he has
force
a
to force.
GPRS in his mind, man.
Yeah,
I've never
exactly.
seen him hit a ball into the hands of someone. Okay, edge and all, keeper, weeper, theek hai.
Yeah.
But I've never seen him hit
Uh,
into the hands of an outfield
like if he
person.
middles it, huh?
Always
Yes,
Yeah.
piercing
yes.
the gap, always picking up his
Always.
spots.
Always.
Middle order
I
thoughts.
mean,
Pandya
everything.
has come in bleeps. I
Pandya.
think his role in Gujarat Titans has helped this a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And he's
Exactly.
identified post his injury ki theek hai, number 4,
Yeah.
number 5 is my thing. And India ka gem hai at the moment, Hardik Pandya, the way he's come.
Yes,
Before his injury
yes.
as well, if you remember that Australia tour where he was the man of the series, T20 and
Yes.
ODI.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
great. And
Yes.
at his peak, he got injured. I was livid. कि यार ये गलत है, unfortunate. But he's come back the same player. But yet may continue for long because this is a superb Hardik Pandya who's bowling also well. But that middle order is sorted with Kohli, Sky, and Pandya. If this top two also, if one of the top two also contribute, that's great. And like we said,
Correct.
against Pakistan, it was a situation wherein opening pair fail hua, Sky bhi fail hua. And then
Exactly.
Kohli Pandya took
Pandya
us
and
over. It's a strong middle order. Yes, Sahil, Neeraj, Kush, any thoughts on the middle order?
नहीं, so I think I think Sky से start किया था, तो Sky is absolute joy to watch. Like I think everyone agrees with that. कि like the way he plays, the way he has finish or the finesse over his shots. I'm in love with him, right? Because like I've after a long time, I think I've seen such a player who has such confidence about himself. The way he carries himself throughout the match and the way he bats, like absolute amazing. And I think Kohli is Kohli, yaar, dude. Like I always had this thing whenever there were doubters and everything and all that saying that Kohli kya karega and all that. Yaar, Kohli is as I think as we discussed in the start only, Kohli is the like greatest quotes. Like he's like genuinely the good. And after that Pakistan match, I'm like, dude, this man is not from this planet. Like genuinely he is not. That 2 sixes, what he played, what he hit, oh my god.
Oof.
I was jumping on the bed. I'm like, matlab this is joy, this is actual happiness that you can see. Like that 2 sixes, the way he carried India throughout the entire match. And last match also he played really well. So I think Kohli is currently right now hitting again its peak, right?
Yeah, man.
He's been peaking all over his career, but right now he's also at that one peak out of his career. And I think this series or this tournament is going to be all about Kohli, because the
So
way
far,
he's
so good.
consistent, so far so good, touchwood. And I feel and I think he should continue playing like that, because the confidence that he's got, the zen attitude that he's got right now. Like I feel after playing against Pakistan and hitting such a huge score, getting all the praise from the world, someone like people usually get carried away, right? There is that attitude that comes in, or not the attitude I would say, or there's this overwhelmed feeling that you get after playing such a huge match. But yesterday when I saw Kohli against Netherlands, I was like, dude, he's the same. Like
He's been there, man. He's been there a lot of
He's been
time.
there, exactly,
In
and he has
everything.
like 0% effect on his performance. He is just playing amazing, like he did in Pakistan. And I feel yes, this tournament is going to be all about Kohli. I'm really looking forward to it. And what can you say about the finisher, man, Hardik Pandya? Like I am like that one point I think so sorry you said is like that Gujarat Titans wala thing. It's so true. You can see the difference between that previous Hardik Pandya and now. That leadership in Gujarat Titans has helped him to mature, to help him to understand how the entire team dynamics works. And I think like the way he's been bowling, the way he's been batting, most reliable player in Indian cricket team right now, I think, is Hardik Pandya. Like the
100%.
most. I like order बैटिंग ऑर्डर में 3-4 विकेट गए, होप रहता है कि हार्दिक पांड्या है. स्टार्टिंग में अर्शदीप कुमार सबको मारा तो भी होप रहता है कि नहीं हार्दिक पांड्या है. Like how like both ends of the thing you have Hardik Pandya. That just says it that the most reliable player currently.
This man,
So,
rest him
yeah,
for
I
all
mean-
those irrelevant bilateral series, protect him at all costs. bring him like Mitchell
Yes.
Stark, unleash him in World Cups. And I'm okay with that, completely okay with that.
Yes,
Ex-
definitely okay with it.
We don't
Him and
have
Bumrah
exactly.
should,
another bowling all-rounder, not one.
and
We do
Not
not.
one.
This country of
when our
120 crores, we do not have another
historically
bowling.
when we have won our World Cups, 2007 and 2011, it has been our all-rounder who has been a star performer.
And
Right
it's
now,
the same
again,
all-rounder.
Hardik
It's the
Pandya.
Yeah.
Exactly, the same all-rounder. So whatever it is, all-rounder. So hopefully this year, an all-rounder will try and
Yeah, and
help
in
us win
general,
it again.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to connect one thing which someone had mentioned, I don't recollect, sorry, again, about Rohit Sharma, I think Sahil, that the attitude, right, wherein it's like
Yeah.
live in the moment,
Yeah.
don't necessarily, put a
Correct.
lot of process, don't show it to the world, even if you're doing it on the management
Exactly.
end. I think
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
Indian team in general, what I felt with post-match conferences and in general is they are a happy bunch. They look happy is my point, because after
Correct.
that Pakistan match, you hear Hardik
Right.
Pandya talk about gratefulness and all. And he was talking to Rahul Dravid, and he was like, "I'm here." That's a huge thing in itself, irrespective of the result. After what happened to me, right now I'm here
Correct.
playing this match is
Correct.
huge itself for me. Normally, you listen to people speaking, "This is a great win, important for the tournament. I mean, we got 2 points, all of that,
Yeah.
whatever." None
Yeah.
of that thing. Kohli as well. This is an
Yeah.
emotional thing.
Yeah.
This is a happy bunch. Yesterday also, when Surya hit his 50, they were enjoying. I mean, even if it's
Correct.
Netherlands, a serious team would have thought, "Okay, Netherlands,
Yeah.
let's not show that we're celebrating." No, both of them were like celebrating. Yeah, these people, they are living in the moment. They've seen a lot. They've seen Asia Cup failure.
Correct.
They've seen the entire country
Correct.
last World Cup failure. I think all of that has contributed. So I hope the fan base also takes something out of that,
Egg.
wherein just enjoy this, whatever happens. But the fan base has
Whatever
become in a
happens.
way a bit like that, wherein but out of
A bit.
hopelessness
Yeah. Yeah.
कि अब
exactly.
expectation नहीं रखते, चले जाते जो भी है. And
May-
Yeah.
So exactly, see, that's the, sorry to interrupt, but that I'm like I'm all in for this happiness and this and that, because at the end of the day, it's a game, yeah. It's a sport. You play a sport to actually enjoy, to live that happiness around, and I'm all in for this attitude. But it's just that the fan base that we have now, guys, it's kind of so toxic that one mistake,
Everywhere,
and you get
everywhere.
drilled on all the irrelevant things that you have done in your life.
That
we
is
were
that is true for every fan base ever. Your fan
Yeah,
base, the people
and
who are going to troll you and try and get you down are everywhere.
it's
They will
it's
never
the
see.
trait of a spoiled fan base, a fan base
yeah,
that
Exactly.
is used to winning.
exactly.
And we were one
Exactly.
Nawaz away from having the worst Diwalis of our lives. But
Yeah, I was
Exactly.
coming to that
Yeah.
only. Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Talking about
Correct.
gratitude, I mean, what Virat and Hardik as well have done to us, like this Diwali. I mean, we've had like personal joys and we've watched the sport. I mean, like following like 13, 14 years, अच्छे से like अच्छा वाला. I
Yeah.
never experienced that feeling. Like, I mean, I couldn't control my emotions till the 1 hour of that match. I mean, what euphoric emotions it was, and at the G, and that atmosphere was so livid. And I mean, I would like to thank Virat for that, like just winning it for us. And I mean, it felt like we won a World Cup, although it was a group
Exactly.
stage match. But yeah,
So,
that feeling was, I mean, the king at the realm did it for us. Yeah,
Yeah.
a surreal feeling. I've
surreal,
seen so many people that
correct.
they coming out on street. I've seen videos watching them on street. The fa, 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 there were crackers which were being burst. Of course, Diwali tha, so वो तो obvious था. But unreal feeling that day. That was just like also I heard Hardik Pandya ka press conference
Yeah, man.
after the post
Yeah.
match.
Match, not press.
Post match. Yeah.
Not talking about the match at all. He's like, chalega. I legit remember his words saying that it's okay even if we lost this match, but that feeling which we were going through when we were hitting those sixes, that feeling of the crowd shouting and backing us was so good. And like after those two sixes which Kohli hit off off, I would not mind losing because that just showed his pure class. And that listening to that just feel like, oh, that's me talking. That's just Hardik Pandya of 100 billion people talking. Just see, it's everyone's thought that day. Ki, bhai, amazing. That feeling is something which has to be which is difficult now. I guess we will
Yeah.
not relive that, but it will stay with us for a long time.
mean,
And
it's
I
the-
hope that it is.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, you continue. And I hope that this just remains, that this World Cup, stays like this forever, and we have these memories coming in, and we cherish this World Cup forever. And the cherry will be that we win it. And I'm just getting those feelings now. ये बारिश ना सब बड़े बड़े टीम को निकाल रही है, and I don't mind. मेरे को खिलवा दो
This is
Namibia के
very
final.
similar to the
Yeah.
2016 World Cup feeling wherein everything was great. Everything was great at
Yeah.
home. मचारे semi-final पहुंचा. फिर वो West Indies
No,
वाला
no,
match हुआ
no,
big.
no, no, no,
Arey,
no,
This is-
yaar.
I mean,
No
we are
ball,
this
no ball.
close to having a
Shit,
breakdown, but yeah,
exactly.
so far let's enjoy the
नहीं,
moment.
So
और-
No,
far,
but
let's enjoy.
again, having said that, वो hope जो है, वो बस है, वो
वो है,
हम
वो
पता है
तो
बैक
रहेगा।
ऑफ द हेड.
Oh, yeah,
तो बैक ऑफ द हेड
obviously.
अभी है ना, ये 3-4 जो हो गए ना वर्ल्ड कप, वो 2019 वाला, फिर एशिया कप, फिर अपना ये अभी जो लास्ट वाला वर्ल्ड कप, उसके बाद से वो एक
हाँ।
पूरा ऑल आउट कि भाई मैं ही जीतेगा आज, तू लगा 100
मारो,
रुपए का बेट
और
करने वाला
कितना
feeling
मारोगे,
है.
वो वाला हो गया।
तो वो वाला अभी नहीं है कि हमको पता है कि वो एक मैच हगेश, एंड वो एक मैच जो हगेश है वो सेमीफाइनल ही होए, तो हो सकता है.
May it continue for long. So far so good. Next match किसका है अपना? Netherlands के बाद
नेक्स्ट
वाला?
मैच वी प्ले नहीं
South
साउथ
South
Africa.
Africa,
Then
dude.
Sunday.
Best match.
Sunday
Sunday,
evening.
Sunday,
at Perth.
Sunday.
at Perth again. So the Perth
At
pitch
Perth?
is again that bouncy pitch.
Nokia and
Sikandar
Rabada.
Raza वाला है ना?
Sikandar Razawala, exactly.
Yes, the
Yeah.
bouncy pitch. So we have Rabada coming in, Nordgia coming in, and Lungi Ngidi. I don't know if Ngidi is playing the World Cup.
Is in the squad. I don't know.
Yes,
if he's
yes.
playing.
I think he
Okay,
is.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, he's in the squad.
So then
Yeah.
we have 3 grades. So it's again as good as the Pakistan. Like we have not spoken about. It is too less to talk about South African Pacers as much as I talk about Pakistani Pacers. Because
Yeah.
South
We'll talk
Africa has
about that.
good
I
bunch.
think
of-
we'll cover India first.
Hey,
Otherwise,
Not
Ah.
this panel. Normally around the world we don't talk much
Yeah.
about South African
Acha.
Pacers. They are
Right.
so underrated, man. So
Right.
underrated.
because they haven't achieved anything. Only it's okay. They're rated as per what they've done. I think.
Achievement. Pakistan also hasn't achieved anything.
Even they're also
But-
rated accordingly.
Yeah.
their Pacers have been spoken as fast bowling machine, fast bowling academy. They get in there. The
I
South
think
Africa
Rabada
has
is
been doing that
respected
for
well
years.
enough. Rabada, Nokia, irrespective of their injuries, I think they're feared all across. Just that they're not from the subcontinent. That's why you don't hear them as
Maybe
much.
we
And
don't see
also-
them enough. You don't
Pa-
see them.
Exactly. Pakistan के साथ I think 70% emotion factor आ जाता है. So
Hype, yeah.
98%.
that's just exactly. So with Pakistan, it's a different story only. But I think I just want to add this one line to Kush what he said. Hardik Pandya in the post match conference, as what just to support Saurabh ka thing also, this team is so enjoying and so much into the moment right now. I remember this one sentence from Hardik Pandya's this thing that he said, ki while playing, I would have taken a bullet for Kohli, but never, I would have not, made him out or, not given him that support or anything. That sentence, tells us so much about this team, that this team is just all out. They just want to go out there, just give it all of them what they have, and I think that support is crazy. So
Yeah.
crazy level.
That's what they say, right? Like it's a cycle of life. Tough conditions make tough people. Tough people create easy situation. Then easy situation create a
Correct.
slump, and then again it's a cycle. So right
It's
now
a
we are in
cycle.
that tough to ये वाला phase. वापस सब peak में आएंगे. I think then we'll see our legends retire, Rohit, Virat, and then it's up to the young people. But ठीक है, तब तक
Yeah.
we'll enjoy. Now coming to the
Correct.
lower order, lower middle order, lower order, we don't have a lot of them, but I think DK is that person, and maybe Aksar Patel, and Ashwin as of now. I think that's it that we have. I think that's a very thin ice that we're standing on this lower order. Yeah. Any thoughts on initial thoughts on that?
The only thing I'm scared about is they haven't been tested enough. not in the World Cup, forget the World Cup. Previously, also, they haven't been tested enough. Like these three players necessarily, because we never went in with the same team before or something, these combinations. So we never know during that day when these four people, five people don't perform, will we have a DK who will stay for life? One thing I'm sure of is Ashwin is a smart player, smart cricket player.
Yeah.
And with the experience he has, he will bring in that stability. But with DK, I have that he has been given a job of finisher for the longest of times now. For the last
It's the
1 year,
toughest
he's
job
just
in the world. 5
which
balls,
is very
Yeah.
tough.
10 balls,
So
12 balls.
exactly. So and he's come in and he scored those odd runs also. But when I have to see him play those long, let's say 20, 30 ball innings,
But
where
that's not his
we'll
job, and he won't be getting
Job,
that
yeah.
role.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's not
exactly.
his job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's not his job. I'm what I'm scared about is someday, you are 4 down, 5 down, and you need someone to, play that inning is something which I'm scared because necessarily is given those jobs only. For the past 1 year, he's been doing that only. So I don't know, will he be able to survive those 50 odd balls if required, with say an
No, in
Akshar.
that case, Kush, yeah, in that case, Kush, we've seen like if Kohli is the all anchor for us now, like everybody, so he just has to hit. And if Kohli gets out, then Hardik does that job. Na? He did it for GT as well. So I think we should
Yeah.
be sorted. Like 8 ball, 20 runs, DK का वैसे ही चाहिए. Like you don't need
Yeah.
much from him.
हर एक सिचुएशन तो नहीं देख सकते ना अभी hypothetically.
हाँ,
But I
Yeah.
think
मतलब but
हाँ.
let's hope कि वैसा situation ना है where these people are
but DK
aren't
has
tested and
played such innings a lot in the IPL. ऐसा नहीं कि हमने देखा ही नहीं है उसको. Just that
हाँ.
recent
हाँ,
past में his role
recent
he's
past में उसको वो
reinvented
चीज
himself.
हाँ मिला ही
उसको
नहीं
तो ऐसा
exactly.
लगा था कि भाई even if you have balls उसको रखते कि भाई लास्ट का प्रेशर
Yeah.
तू संभाल.
लास्ट पे ही
Exactly.
हाँ वो
Yeah, I
that
think
is the
Akshar Patel
exact
bhi,
my point.
that's what
मैं
Akshar
वही
Patel
point
did,
कर
Similar.
रहा
I
था.
think, right? So that's
True.
that's correct. That's correct.
Look at the drop off, man. Like, if not, we would have had Jadeja in at 8.
That miss,
Imagine, imagine.
that miss hurts, यार.
मत जा
Jaddu
यार
hurts, यार.
वहाँ पे जाना ही
World
नहीं
class
मत
player, man.
वो रैंट एक और रैंट चाहिए क्या
Yeah.
मत
खड़े
No.
खड़े टारगेट से भी 4-5 रन कम कर देगा फील्डिंग से. एक हाथ रन आउट ला
कर
देगा.
देगा वही.
Yeah.
What a player. वो भी
What a
साला
player.
What
What
a
a
player.
player.
कुछ
Is that
रैंडम ही
another?
करते करते इंजर हो गया.
भाई ये वही चीज है यार.
यार.
ये जो डेप्थ अपना था ना परफेक्ट डेप्थ था अपने पास. ठीक है विद बुमराह एंड जडेजा अगर होते तो
Hmm.
ये डेप्थ अभी ऑस्ट्रेलिया के पास है भाई. 11 तक बैटिंग कर रहा है वो लोग.
हाँ ऑलमोस्ट
11 तक बैटिंग है भाई. वो बैट कमेंट मिटल सब आके मारते हैं भाई. क्या बैटिंग है. एंड हैविंग सेड दैट वो लोग बहुत डिसअपॉइंट किया फिलहाल. जो डिसअपॉइंट किया ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने पूरा.
ओनली वन मैच दो.
Only one match,
come
but
to them.
हाँ.
Yeah, we'll come to the next. But I think because of DK, I have to, like, you guys have to applaud DK and his
100%.
reinvention. Dude,
Hmm.
that reinvention is just next level. I was reading a lot about DK, right? Like his coach used to say, he used to get up at like 2-3 a.m. in the morning, run like across the run across the hike across the mountains, and develop that stamina, develop that fitness. But taking up that role as a finisher, I think that's
At
like what
this
Saurabh
age.
said is very good. At this age is the
It
toughest
requires
job
courage.
that you'll
It
have.
requires
It requires courage.
courage.
It requires courage. It requires that determination ki nahi, matlab I'll do it. And like that reinvention, I think is like one of the stories to be written. Yeah, DK's reinvention, absolute amazing. And I like we've been seeing it from 2007, 2006, right, till 2022, where he is that.
Loved as
And
a player, no?
He's loved as a player. Yeah, he's
Loved
loved
as
as a
a
player.
player.
Yeah, I mean, you can't hate him. It's just that 2-3 stumpings miss हो जाते तो थोड़ा ऐसा लगता है कि
So
dude, DK
you're always frustrated with him, but I doubt you will hate him ever because he's
never,
such a
never,
sweetheart.
never. I exactly. Well, there was a lot of, I think, debates between DK versus Pant, DK versus Pant. I totally back decision of DK in the team.
100%.
I personally feel DK over Pant in that team. पंत को लेके आओ, किसी और को ड्रॉप करो चलेगा, but DK को रखो, because that finishes what he has given has proved that no he has that potential in him. So yeah, I mean That's my thought over
And
it.
his own individual growth has been invaluable for India because we did not have that finisher. We do not have that finisher apart from him.
Correct.
Pandya is still, I would say, a middle order batsman now. But that lower order pinch hitting batsman, I think there's only DK. Pant is
So
also a middle order, top order batsman.
that
Yeah.
helped Pandya get the role which he is in
Yeah.
right now.
Right.
So DK's performances has helped Pandya a lot. It's done Pandya a good lot of great.
As of now,
With that
DK invaluable, but Pant has to come in sooner rather than later. He's a match winner.
Please,
Has to
please,
be
Yeah.
there. His
please,
mind,
please.
whatever has to get sorted, and he has
Mm.
to come in. But yeah, this World Cup, it's
That-
agreeable. DK has to be
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
we come to our bowlers, our precious set of bowlers who've been tried and tested a lot in the past. Lots of switches, lots of changes, and now we've come to a state wherein this is the set that we ended up with because of the injuries. But
Yeah.
good enough, but just that same old
This would have
issues
been
of
more
death
or
bowling.
less our set. More or less our set. Maybe Shami out and Bumrah in, right?
No,
had
Bumrah, Deepak Chahar, had both of those would have ideally made it, I guess.
Yes, both of them
Yeah.
could have made it. Yes. Deepak Chahar, I still have my doubts with Deepak Chahar, but yes, okay. Bumrah and Mohammad Shami would have been. See, Bhuvneshwar Kumar is required in Australian conditions, hands down. No, we cannot not miss our premium
Yeah.
swinger with those first two economical overs. We require that during the power play. Don't get
They
us
require
wickets.
him on Perth hitting 130k.
That is fine. He will not get the pace, but we will get that good two to three overs. Finish Bhuvneshwar Kumar off in the first.
Do you
6
mean
overs.
good 2 to 3 overs ki 4th over 19th over hoga वैसा बोल रहा तू?
That is what that is my next. That is why my next sentence. Finish Bhuvneshwar Kumar off in the first 8-10 overs or the first 12 overs. Complete and get done with him. He will get those overs where you will, if you require that 1 over where they are hitting a lot. If Akshar has gone for 20, you require that over to get down runs.
We don't have a
Bhuvneshwar
death
Kumar.
bowler if you remove Dewey. Who do we have?
But
Arshdeep,
that is
maybe.
the point.
Paji, yeah.
Maybe.
Arshdeep is a death bowler. Yeah, he's been bowling those death overs for his franchisee team, and he is all and out. And of course, even Bhuvneshwar Kumar is a death bowler and has been bowling that for his franchisee team. But of late, when we have those situations, Bhuvneshwar has not been able to perform. So maybe we can get Shami in for those
Yeah,
death overs.
Shami to hai.
exactly.
So
Abhi.
with Shami and
So yeah, I have a question. Like 16 to 20, you have to bowl like four. You have to bowl two bowlers. Like who will you go with?
Just 2 bowlers.
Just two.
Yeah,
two
yeah.
bowlers.
Yeah,
You can
16
go
to
with
3.
Shami and
This is
So
imagining they
2
have
1 1.
They have 2
2 1
every
1.
bowler has 2 overs in their bank.
so
No,
get
2 1 1.
So,
Two, one,
so
one.
let's do 2-1-1. Yeah, 2-1-1.
so
Yeah,
see,
2 1 1.
see, ideally, what I feel is, if I don't know how it of course different, match situation and everything.
Yeah.
Ideally, it
Yeah.
should be 17th go for Hardik Pandya because he does not give you 4 overs now. So get that 17th overs Hardik Pandya. Go 18th with Shami, 19th with if Shami has 2 overs, 18th Shami and 20th Shami and 19th Arshdeep, or vice versa with Shami and Arshdeep. You can swap those Shami and Arshdeep because we know Bhuvneshwar with those last 4 overs, he will just bowl those Yorkers which he
Outside
is
off
not
stump.
consistent with,
Yeah,
or
outside
the
off
outside
stump,
off stump which he will give wide rather than bowling
It's
those
frustrating,
consistently.
man. It's not frustrating. It's so
So
evident.
length balls he's going to get hit. He does not have that pace, so he cannot
Pace.
go for the short one. So there is the Shami has the pace, Shami has the good Yorkers.
Accuracy.
Even Arshdeep has those. And so get 16th Pandya and then use these 2 bowlers with a kind of combination 2-1 wicket is what I would go with.
I would leave 2 with Arshdeep, I guess. I trust
Yes,
him out
easily.
of the lot. 2 overs Arshdeep and yeah, maybe Shami, Bhuvi, Pandya में से एक कैसे तो.
So
Same,
17
I
and
think.
19. Yeah, 17 and 19, I'll go with Arshdeep. And 16, probably Bhuvi / Pandya. Depends on that. And beach ka over, last over would be
Shami.
Shami. Yeah.
Yeah, no, same. I agree with Kush, right? Bhuvi like what I've seen, right? Bhuvi starting mein plays amazing because the ball has a swing, ball is new. He can swing it, he can swing inside out, outside in, all that he can do. But
Power play.
last few overs, yeah, power play also. But last few overs, he's just not been that good, yaar. He's been conceding. I think Asia Cup में अपन ने देख लिया था 19-20 runs he gave during Pakistan match, and all that. So I think last 4 overs for me again, two will be Arshdeep because he has seen that, like we've seen that consistency. One Shami, I think Shami should bowl the last over, and I feel one is because what the value of 19th is more than 20th, right? That in T20 you always have that. So 20th mein, when you have someone like Shami, experienced bowler bowling, he will know exactly how the entire flow of that last over should go. So that's one thing. And again, I think Hardik is the perfect 17th or 16th over bowler that has there. One thing also, like I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but Shami, this World Cup is looking somewhat different. Like, you like, I feel that, you always see Shami in that look of test bowler or, ODI bowler, but I think he's trying to invent himself or reinvent himself in that T20 format, and somewhat he's hitting that stroke. And first glimpse I saw was during that under Australia warm-up match. That 1 over, that match,
Crazy.
dude, that like crazy match. That he, like, Rohit Sharma gave him one last over, and obviously because of Virat's catch and all that, the entire flow changed, and that was like amazing. But from that moment, I've just been noticing, and Shami is trying to reinvent and is getting into that T20 bowler zone. So yeah, I think
We haven't gotten the chance actually to experience Shami in T20s because of his injury. He's been really unfortunate
Yeah.
to miss out on our T20 tournaments or bilateral series, I think, because of his injuries. But otherwise, I think he would have been in the squad. Also, I feel Bhuvi has a history or has a knack of crumbling under pressure, because I've seen him whenever there's too much pressure. It's not too great to judge, but it shows on his face. And other than that, also run out opportunities. Pakistan maybe last over may he missed from 1 meter or so a run out.
Yes.
So pressure situation mein, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
Bhuvi
yeah.
tends to give a full toss, a wide, all of that. I think Shami is that full beat wala hai. It doesn't show. He just bowls irrespective. Gaya, gaya, nahi gaya, nahi gaya. I think you need that in your death bowling. We've been unfortunate to not have him. It's not that we dropped him, or I mean the selectors didn't want him. Now that he's there, I think it's a good dynamic. The world did not haven't seen Shami in an Indian T20 side. Even we haven't. So hopefully it's a fresh outlook for us.
He's our trump card actually. His selection also, a lot of people were taken aback by his selection because a lot of people thought Siraj would go in, and people were blamed. Harshal Patel, so anyways, is there in the squad. Harshal Patel still is there in the squad. But Shami starting, and people were like, no, Shami shouldn't go. Mohammad Siraj should go. Australian pace condition. We need a quickie and all. But that was a very good decision by the team that they took in Shami and not Mohammad Siraj, because Mohammad Siraj is not Mohammad Shami.
He's not a T20.
Honestly, our trump card would have been Deepak Chahar. I mean, I don't know 100%. Why Kush you have
dude,
I mean, 100%. He swings both ways, and then his death bowling has improved a lot, and his batting, man, he contributes the bat. Like, I got 1 6 and 1 4, he'll definitely hit. So he would have been a trump card, but sorry to miss out on him.
He's Harbhajan जैसा batsman है ना वो. Harbhajan आता था swing.
No man, put some respect.
No, he's proper batsman. वही क्या बोल रहे हैं, प्रॉपर बैट्समैन
मैन. हरभजन भाई मत खेलता था. मेरे को उसका बैटिंग देखने का जो पता. हरभजन whenever used to come to bat ना, oh, the way he used to hold his bat, वो बीच में गैप रहता था, पता है क्या, वो नीचे का टच भी नहीं किया.
Deepak has a proper technique. I don't know, maybe you haven't seen
proper,
he's a proper technique.
I have not seen him, but of course Deepak sir would have been great. वो साउथ अफ्रीका वाला अभी ODI सीरीज जिसमें हर्षदीप और दीपक सर ने बॉलिंग किया था स्टार्टिंग. Oh, those swing conditions. What a
and Deepak Shah, one of the best power play bowlers, I think, around.
I think easily.
Again, this guy, unfortunate to miss on the worst of times. हमेशा गलत time पे injured हो जाता है. But ठीक है. Hopefully he's very young.
But he's not injured. But he's not injured right
That's
now.
what they say.
Not picked. That was baffling, man.
But that's what they say, that it's an injury. No, the
He's
reason
not
given
playing,
was
yeah.
injury. He was in the provisional squad, and then
Yeah.
to
He
Shami
did not
wasn't.
pass the fitness test. He did not pass the
Yeah,
fitness test.
that's so. But he was in the provisional squad. But
He
then he
was,
couldn't.
so was Shami and other two bunch of people. But
Yeah.
these people, this Deepak sir failed the fitness test.
Yeah,
So
that's what they say.
you need to pass the. So that is there in the news. So if Shami is
Yeah.
passing and Deepak sir isn't, if that is there in the
Yeah.
news, and if Deepak sir is quiet about it, he must have failed it. You cannot, people
I
have
mean,
been
no.
vocal about it if something like this is
इंडिया में
happening.
सब
Like,
नहीं होता है भाई जो
ये
तुम्हें बोला
सब
जाता
नहीं
है वही
होता है
करते
भाई,
हैं
सब
ऐसा आइडियल
ठीक
वर्ल्ड
है,
मतलब
let's वो
class-
Do you think
अभी
Ashwin
Class-
Ashwin passes the yo-yo test? Do you think?
you think
Could be
Rohit
like
Sharma
we-
passes the Euro test?
Passes the
we
yo-yo
don't
test.
know. अरे we don't know these things यार. अरे अभी हो सकता है
Exactly.
कि they might pass यार. We
They
don't know
might,
these
they
things.
might.
They might be fit. You're playing at an international stage. It's not a gully fucking cricket match. They might. Rohit Sharma is fit. उसका पेट कम हुआ है guys.
Hey, अरे but
पेट कम
you
हुआ
know you know what is the bar for yo-yo test in India? 8 minutes में 2 kilometers. I mean, I am 100% sure Ashwin will not pass that. I am 100% sure. Rohit का थोड़ा skeptical हूँ मैं, but Ashwin will definitely not pass
Hey,
that.
this is
I mean,
something
that
which
is
you do.
footballers का benchmark यार.
अरे
Fitness
तो
वाला.
अरे वो
हाँ.
अश्विन का है that kind of fitness level in his shown ऐसा उसका fielding में ही
Which you are not getting
वो
the
रमेश-
ये
point.
क्या बोल रहा है
रमेश
losing the plot
रमेश पवार जैसा नहीं है
He's
यार
not-
अश्विन।
he's not getting
रमेश
the
पवार
point.
जैसा
where has
नहीं
he
है यार
shown
अश्विन।
he does
Ramesh
not
Pawar.
need that fitness in his
हाँ।
spinning or in his batting but he has not shown anything I'm
अरे वो
not-
ऐसा गिरता है फील्ड पे ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ मैं कि वो
No,
भागता भी
not
है
a
कभी।
अबे वो गिरता है क्योंकि वो भाग नहीं पाता है यार कुछ that's the whole point.
Ashwin we love you coming to Ashwin Yuzi Ashwin I think that was the pick but right now I think we're good with having Ashwin with that
Bold,
experience.
bold
Ashwin,
decision,
Ashwin.
bold
Ashwin,
decision
Ashwin.
keeping Ashwin. This is
He has that
something which
experience
is,
also which came in handy leaving that wide
Yeah.
nicely putting it over the
do-
covers
Over the
I don't
covers,
know how
exactly.
much true that is. Like Ashwin, वो true है क्या वो Ashwin वाला कि if that ball turned
Yeah,
and
he
it
said
hit
it.
my pad.
Yes.
First में he said
That
it
was so funny. Like if that ball hit my pad, I was going straight down the dressing room and tweeting that thank you for all the great studies. This is my
Yeah.
but that takes courage. But that was such a beautiful thing to leave that ball. Oh,
yeah.
he's seen that other ball also, the DK ball going down the leg side. He's done the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
It was the same ball,
Oh my-
same trajectory. They
Same
showed
ball,
trajectory of both.
exactly. Same,
It was same. DK
thing.
went for it, and this guy
Beautiful,
kept his
man.
calm.
Beautiful.
Nice.
That was amazing.
So we've covered India from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Good discussion in detail. Now, we'll maybe just touch on the overall tournament really quick, and we can wrap this up. So the other group, which we are not a part of, is really interesting, wherein everyone except I think except Afghanistan has won a game, and everyone except
And
Afghanistan. So
Afghanistan, despite of not winning any games, has 2 points because the other
Yeah,
match
two
today is
washouts.
also abandoned now. Abandoned now.
So everyone has a
Yeah.
point there, yeah. New Zealand and imagine, man, Afghanistan probably in our group would have been the third, fourth best team, and they're the worst team, unfortunately. But yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
New Zealand on top comfortably, NRR of 4.5, undefeated so far, the only undefeated team in that group.
Yes.
Who's second? Guess.
Ireland.
अरे देख के बोलता है।
Ireland.
Ireland.
Ireland is
Ireland.
second. Yes. Sri Lanka third.
That is-
England and Australia are fourth and fifth.
Fourth.
And next Afghan. But it's a
And
wide
which
open
is
group.
likely to remain like this. England and Australia will, maybe have that 1-1 spot exchange with Sri Lanka today. Baki, I think it's going to remain the same. No, Ireland
Hopefully
has
we
a very
get to
bad
see. We
NRR.
need
Achha,
our
this
Australia,
match-
England in Australia, man. Come on. Rain.
Yeah, this match is
So-
confirmed washout, na?
Yeah.
Ireland, Afghanistan.
Done.
Yeah,
एक point
that-
दे दिया।
The news is coming.
दे दिया,
That-
एक point दे दिया, yeah.
दे दिया.
That news is coming. So now this group is, if this match gets watched out, they are potentially
6 points. Yeah, we have to
So-
look at 6 points, I think, na?
even
who
5
gets that
points
6
will do. Even 5 will do. With New Zealand, 5 will do. With New Zealand,
नहीं
5
नहीं
should
second
suffice.
second New
हाँ,
Zealand का तो
second
7 is fixed हाँ
हाँ,
second के लिए
नहीं,
I think
भाई, you never know with Sri Lanka. I am not sure about New Zealand का 7. with श्रीलंका you never know they
True.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ वो
They were
स्टोइनिस ने
bowling
अनलीश
well.
किया उसको, वो कैच ड्रॉप किया स्टोइनिस का, वो कैच ड्रॉप नहीं होता तो स्टोइनिस भी बाहर था. एंड अगेन इट वुड बी अ जिम्बाब्वे पाकिस्तान जैसा मैच जैसे पाकिस्तान ने mistake
Hasaranga
किया.
lost that match for them. I mean,
Hasaranga,
otherwise they were
exactly.
good.
अरे यार,
Oh my
saw it
God,
live.
Hasaranga, oh shit. And what captaincy man, I would see Neeraj ने अपना ग्रुप्स में तो वाट ही लगा दिया कैप्टनसी का कि क्यों
अरे
उसको
क्या
नहीं
था
दिया.
वो, Tikshana was bowling awesome, man. I mean, he
इस
had
तरह ने
bowled
2 ओवर
6
में 3
dots.
रन दिए हैं. 2 ओवर
हाँ,
में
he
3
bowled
रन दिए
6 dots.
तीसरे ने.
हाँ, I mean,
और तुम
why is he
हज़ारंगा
not
को दे
bowling?
रहे हो जिसने 21 और 22 रन ओवर्स दिए. Oh my, bad decision there. Oh
Out
my
of
God.
out of 12 teams in the Super 12, only 3 teams have played all their matches. This India,
Yeah.
Pakistan, and Netherlands. The rest, all of them have at least one match washed out. That's not a good sign
That
for a
is-
World Cup, man. You
that
don't
is
want
not
the
a
That's
World
good
Cup
not
sign
to be
for a-
exactly.
decided on
That's
You don't
some.
want the
that's
World
not.
Cup, Daddy. On the luck. Also, these so-called minnows will have their chance to, get
Spoil.
in that. This is so much like 2003 World Cup where Kenya got a chance because of a
Namibia, yeah.
washed out match, and Namibia got a chance in the semi-finals.
Kenya
and
had reached
everything.
semis, no?
Semis.
Exactly.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So Kenya
Against
reached
us.
And we got
Yeah.
against us.
Hmm.
So that is because one of the matches got washed
Yeah.
out, and that was potentially a spot for the semi-final.
and Pakistan
So,
had their
I-
typical tournament.
So I hope so as I'm looking through the schedule, there are no more matches scheduled at Melbourne now. So this is the last day at Melbourne. Except now it's just the finals at the Melbourne.
Right.
Oh.
So and till that the weather is going to improve
The weather's
drastically.
gonna. Yeah.
We have one of our last group stage matches at Melbourne now, which is
The
against Zimbabwe.
cricketing gods and the rain gods collaborated for that India-Pakistan match, I guess. on
Oh.
that
Yeah.
night.
Oh.
They were like, let this
That
happen.
Weather
was-
stats. Someone followed the weather stats? Is from
No,
your,
I did
anyone?
not. No.
For
No,
the-
no.
So before the India Pak match, 5 days से लगातार चेक किया. एक दिन
बहुत बेकार था.
5 days before the match, 5 days before thunderstorm
Yeah,
with
yeah,
100% chance
Achha.
of rain.
Yes.
के बाद का दिन it dropped 5% less chances of rain. Third day 80%. Fourth day coming into fourth day drastically dropped to 30%. Then I don't know again how much you are into Instagram and influencers. There are a lot of influencers which were called for the
Yeah.
India Pakistan.
Visit
Yeah.
Melbourne.
So everybody were live stories were coming up one day before that we have reached, and it's the skies are blue. The weather update is there, so the weather update have started coming. Live updates were coming. अचानक से मैच डे पे ब्लू हो गया भाई, पूरा ब्लू भाई. मुझे बोला क्या है ये भाई, मस्त है एकदम. ऐसा दुआ एक काम आती है भाई, भगवान है.
Yeah,
But-
absolutely.
That's true.
90,000
That's
fans,
true.
that spectacle, man. Crazy.
Oh
Worth
my.
it.
Madness.
You are not seeing the stadiums full for a World Cup match. Even for Australia's matches, and I was hoping today to see a crowd at Melbourne, comparing it with India because it was Australia versus England.
Australia,
I
England will
really
be
want
full.
to see. So I
Yeah.
want to see that. I've not seen any reports where the ground has been sold out or something like as India's thing was. But I wanted to see that does the crowd turn up?
No,
for
I'm
the Australia,
pretty
England?
sure. I'm not sure if 90K they'll touch, but it will be a good spectacle. Australia, England under the lights as well. Should be
Yes.
good. Yeah, we can-
Even if it is a this thing, I want to see a match. Even if it is a 5-over match, it will be an interesting match to watch with Butler, Stokes, Maxwell, Warner, coming out and just wanting to do their part.
Who did England win their first match against?
They lost their first match against Ireland.
No,
No,
they
no.
won.
No,
Won the
they
first
won.
match.
They won. dude.
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Anyway,
So they
We
won
can-
their match again.
wrap this up with our predictions.
Yes.
Maybe the qualifiers from both the groups, and maybe the final winners. Hopefully we'll do another podcast before the final. But as of now, I mean, let's assume the fact that everything goes as per plan. Let's eliminate the factor of rain. on merit
Okay.
as of now. Who are your top two from each group, and who is the probable winner, runner-up? Kush.
Yeah. Okay. So India is definitely going through. It will be a major upset if India don't go through. So India, I am hoping that they will top the group. So India tops the group. For me, again, I'm not ruling Pakistan out because Pakistan has to win all three matches. Also, considering India which wins its match against South Africa and Pakistan defeats South Africa, Pakistan is in for that second spot. So again, which that thing which always they were fighting for in that group. So it could be Pakistan or South Africa. Right now, I feel South Africa has a much better momentum with them because they defeated Bangladesh with a very good margin. So India and South Africa probably slash Pakistan, but South Africa with higher chances. In that group, looking at New Zealand, they look strong. They did a very good. They played wonderfully against Australia. There is this one player, Finn Allen, which is a very good player. Their opening batsman. So I guess New Zealand will perform well. Again, the conditions are very homely for them. And the second team is tough for me, but I am going with. I don't know. I think I'll go probably with England. I don't know, man. Second team, I'm saying England, but I'm not confident about it. It could be anybody. It could be England, Australia, or Sri Lanka also. I am not sure. This is a very open group, and none of them have performed up till now. It could be anyone. So New Zealand, I'm confident on. The second one could be anyone from Sri Lanka, England, or Australia, which is so obvious. What a prediction, man. Very prediction.
Okay, Neeraj, your
Yeah,
pick.
so I'll go with mine. So we will be table toppers in our group. So India and my second team would be South Africa only. So India, South Africa from here. From over there, New Zealand again. They have a good advantage now. So New Zealand, and I'm going with Australia from that group because England. I mean, They don't give me much confidence with Johnny Barrister and such folks injured. So they've got a lot of key injuries and don't see them making through. So yeah, going with Australia. So yeah, then again, semis may it comes down to the India versus Australia. Okay, so yeah, so over there I think that anything can happen, but I'll pick India over here, and then it will be most dreaded India versus New Zealand semi finals then. The two unlucky teams. It would be the match of the unluckiest teams and see who wins it. Yeah.
All right, Sahil Patel.
Yes, so I think predictions almost the same. India, South Africa from our thing. India topping the group, and from there I think it's New Zealand and Australia. I think Australia that ICC DNA hasn't still kicked in, so I think
Correct.
that ICC DNA will start kicking soon, and I think we'll see a different Australia team and also home conditions and everything. Again, I feel India Australia semi-finals very unpredictable again because of Australia. They'll do anything to go into that finals, but I still feel India will go into the finals, and I genuinely have a feeling that South Africa is going to be the dark horse. I know they are the chokers, they are the world's number one chokers.
They're anti-ICC DNA.
Yeah, so but I genuinely have a feeling that South Africa will go into the finals, and it's going to be again India, South Africa that we'll see.
Ooh.
Maybe I'm wrong, but the South African team that I've seen till now is absolutely amazing. So hoping that India, South Africa, and then obviously India wins the World Cup. So that's my prediction.
So Kush, who did you have to win the World Cup? Sorry.
India.
India, and
I did not
India,
go with the semi-finals because my top four of every group has been all the teams. So I did not make that final prediction. But
Okay.
now having said that, Australia, if today's match gets washed out, has the two other small teams to play, so-called small teams to play with. So their chances are very high of qualifying second.
Yeah, just that they have a very bad
Yeah.
NRR.
Yeah.
Which is also okay. Also, New Zealand does not necessarily have, the simple matches coming in now. They have the Sri Lankas and England, which is left. So you never know. New Zealand could also not qualify. So
Yeah.
I am very, this thing with that group.
Yeah. I feel from that group, New Zealand, Australia to come up. And from this group, I think India, of course, and it's the Pakistan South Africa match, right? Let's say South Africa. Let's say South Africa. Sounds good. So India, South Africa. So that would give me, like Neeraj said, India, Australia, and I think Australia will go through, and then South Africa, New Zealand will go through, and New Zealand to win the cup maybe against South Africa.
Oh my
नहीं
god.
यार इंडिया वापस ऑस्ट्रेलिया न्यूजीलैंड नहीं
नहीं
देखने का मैं
यार.
वापस ऑस्ट्रेलिया
New Zealand to win the World Cup in
Australia
Australia.
2015 वर्ल्ड
Australia.
कप का रिपीट क्यों देखने का है नहीं 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 नहीं
No,
भाई,
ODI था.
कुछ नया इंडिया साउथ अफ्रीका फाइनल कभी देखा है भाई तूने
कब
ये
देखा
कभी
है,
देख
exactly.
अच्छा चल हाँ ICC में नहीं. South Africa I don't think have the cojones to go that far. Let's see.
नहीं रे,
Hey,
जाएगा,
any
जाएगा.
thoughts on Temba Bavuma?
Does he still start for the team?
Yeah. Yeah,
Why
he
is he the
wastes
captain of the team?
8 balls. Yeah,
I know he's
captaincy
captain.
quota.
First
I
match,
guess
what was
he
the
was
scene?
made captain because he was playing well in the test matches, na?
He's captain in all three formats.
But he
Yeah,
was
he's captain
made
of the
captain
formats.
because he was playing well in test matches. His test
Temba
record is good.
Bavuma in the first match, how much did he? Oh, 2.
2 of 6 balls.
Of 6 balls.
And
Yeah.
And they have Riza Hendricks, you see, like
I know,
who
I
scored
know.
so much runs.
Hendrik Klaasen is still there in the squad or out?
Hendricks doesn't start.
Klaasen is there in the squad. Hendrik Klaasen
Didn't see.
नहीं ना और वो स्टब्स को लेके गए ना वो लोग वो बच्चा
हाँ,
स्टब्स
है
को
ना.
लेके गए
Ah,
ना
Stubbs
Yeah,
is there.
Stubbs है ना बाहर.
वो
Stubbs-
MI वाला
Stubbs है.
बैट्समैन
Brewis.
नहीं, वो नहीं है.
Bruin.
नहीं
Brewis.
ब्रूइस नहीं है
ब्रूविस
ब्रूइस
उसका
नहीं है
why?
आई डोंट नो बट दिस उसने
I
पता
think
नहीं
वो स्क्वाड में था क्या?
नहीं
मेरे-
ब्रूइस स्क्वाड में भी नहीं है
वो
Stubbs
इंडिया
का
टूर
squad
में भी
जो
नहीं आया था वो.
दूसरा बच्चा वो स्टब्स को ही लेके आए थे ना वो जो बच्चा था वो
Yes.
स्टब्स को तो लेके आए थे
Basically,
तो
छोटा De Villiers is what you are saying, Saurabh.
Bruce,
नहीं
yeah, yeah.
ब्रूइस इज छोटा
Brewis.
डिवीजन
Brewis. Now Stubbs
Yeah.
is different.
Stubbs is different.
भाई स्टब्स का हाइट बॉडी देखा है क्या तू
Hmm.
व्हाट अ
साउथ अफ्रीका का कोई भी 10 साल से ज्यादा खेलता है नहीं सिवाय कैलिस और कोई 10 साल भी मतलब याद
वो
नहीं
लोग
मेरे को.
होते भी 10 साल के हैं ना जब स्टार्ट करते तभी
Smith was captain at 20.
Yeah,
Anyway.
dude.
Okay, so we kind of wrapped up whatever we could in for the World Cup so far. We wish we had more talking points, but for the rain. Let's see. Hopefully, we have the Australia-England match going, and we have some more talking points apart from that India-Pakistan match. And we did not touch Pakistan-Zimbabwe. but,
Zimbabwe, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they bowled really well, Zimbabwe. And
Zimbabwe,
also, we were
amazing.
lucky to not face Wasim Jr., that fast bowler from Pakistan. He was injured.
Oh,
He looked
yes.
superb.
he was too good
It was
Yeah.
too good.
amazing that match.
Thank
I think he
God
took
they
3
went with that
wickets,
extra
3 or
batsman.
4 wickets.
4 for 24.
4 wickets. Yeah, last
And he's
ball
fast.
he was gonna go for 5 wicket. Yeah, yeah.
Pakis went with that extra batsman again. Kid.
Ah,
Yeah.
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 Yes, Sikandar Raza has 3 man of the match awards.
yeah, he's the
And
one
yesterday he
that-
told her like they had like
Um,
the Erwin, like every time he wins the man of the match award, he'll gift him a watch. Now he has 3 watches pending.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's true.
So hoping for more talking points in the World Cup, and let's see if we can catch up another time. So yeah, let's see our predictions also if they come up to be right. Thank you so much once again, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.